We had some good, we had some bad, which is as expected for game one.
What was the good? What'd you like?
I like our fight to get back into the game when we're down double digits. I like the way we competed at times. I like the way we shared the ball at times as well. And, so those are all positives.
And what was concerning to you? What was bad?
Well, I don't want to say bad. I mean, some things that we could do better. We can rebound a lot better. We had some turnovers, which I expected. Us just trying to get a feel for one another. Our first regular season game together. So we could do a better job of that.
In other places, when you've started with a new team, it's taken a while to get going. Are you kind of patient that way with this? That it may take you guys a few games before you can beat a good opponent like Portland?
Listen, that's all I've been preaching, since the season started, since we got back to work, that it's going to take patience from our team, from all of us, just to figure out one another, figure out what we're good at, figure out what we're not so good at and how we can, be better at it. So it was a good first test for us to be in a building where they haven't lost in the 2000s.
What did you say to the guys after the game in the locker room?
Nothing.
What would you say the 0 for 15, the cause for the 0 for 15 from outside at the beginning of the game? Were they good shots, bad shots?
Didn't go in the hoop. No, they were all great shots. Just didn't go in.
LeBron, I saw you get pretty excited when Zoe hit that three, knowing the kind of struggles he had last year. How big was that for him, you think?
No, you just got to trust his shot. I mean, the kid works on his game every single day, after practice, during practice, before practice. I just told him to trust his shot. If the guys go under, trust your shot, trust what you've been working on. Make or miss, just trust it, and he did that.
Overall, what do you think of the Lakers' team defense? Defensively, how do you think you guys played?
We had some good and we had some bad moments, and like I said before, so we're going to watch film and get better at it.
Where do you think the chemistry is now, and how long does it take to, you think, get in sync?
Not as fast as you guys think it's going to happen. It's not. I always kind of compare it, to like instant oatmeal. It's not that fast. It takes a while for the chemistry to get to where you can close your eyes and know exactly where your guys are. So that's what we're going to work towards too, both not only defensively but offensively. It's going to be an everyday process for our ball club.
What were some of the things?
Say that again.
Is that something you got to preach to?
Yeah, absolutely, because. You think it's supposed to happen right away from some of the guys, but it's not like that. You have to put in the time, you have to put in the commitment and trust the process. And if you do that, and you do it every single day, then you will know when it happens, and no one would even have to say anything.
What were some of the things you noticed offensively that are going to get better once you
Say that again?
What are some of the things you noticed offensively that are going to get better once you get to know each other better?
Just the timing with some of our passes. I had one in the fourth quarter. I expected Kuz to pop. He rolled. I threw it out of bounds. We talked about it. Those are things we get better at. We ran a play late in the game as well where I turned the ball over. It was a set. We'll get better with those things as the game go on. Rondo had a couple. He drove baseline. And JaVale thought it was going to him. It was going to me. He knocked the ball out of bounds. Those are things that, as we all continue to work with one another, we'll get better at it.
You've talked about having to figure out what gets the best out of each of these guys. Where in that process are you right now?
It's still early. We just we literally less than a month in. So it's still early. We got to go through some things. You got to go through some adversity, see how guys react to it, see how what gets guys going. For me, it's an everyday thing. Leadership is not a sometime thing. It's an everyday thing all day. So I do that every day.
LeBron, you've talked about not being especially patient in general. Do you have to be more so because this team hasn't been here before? You have so many young guys, or do they not get a pass for that? How's that work?
Well, I mean, you don't get a pass for not practicing excellence every day. But I don't like to use the word pass, but you do understand that the mind, the more and more opportunities that you have. Like the best teacher in life is experience. A lot of these guys don't have a lot of experience, so I have to understand that. Right? Rajon understands that. We understand that. But you don't get a pass for not practicing excellence every day and trying to be great every day. So that's the difference.
For someone who's had so much excellence, how patient can you be? I understand this game.
You control what you can control, man. What I can control is how I lead these guys and how I prepare every day. I come in with a championship mindset and excellent preaching and practicing excellence every single day. So, I believe that will wear off.
In the heat of a game, is it harder? Remember, like there was a stretch
stretch, I think we were playing with all four of the you guys. Is it hard to know that to take a deep breath and be like, I'm out here with guys that don't have a lot of experience when you're kind of in the heat?
Nah, you don't even think about that. You're figuring out how you can be best in that possession. Either if you're starting the possession on offense or on defense, communicating to the guys, especially defensively on what's going on. Offensively, just trying to share the ball, get the ball moving from side to side, get the great shot. So, no, I'm not a guy that kind of takes the breath and see what's, the moment I'm in. I haven't been able to do that.
With 7 minutes left, you guys made a good comeback, cut it to 1. What swung the game Portland's way in those last 7 minutes?
Dame hit a 3. Zoe drove, got a shot blocked. They hit another 3. We came down, missed a shot, and they hit another shot. I mean, that's what it's about. Sometimes sometimes the ball go in, sometimes the ball don't. You got to try to get stops when the momentum is shifting a little bit. But both teams had momentum times throughout the game, and they finished it off with the right one.
Were you surprised that your 2 first baskets of the Lakers were what they were? 2 dunks?
Am I surprised?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you were imagining your first basket as a Laker.
No, not really. I just played a game. If it was going to be a dunk, that's what happened. It could have been a free throw. It could have been a layup. It could have been a 3. It could have been anything. So it didn't matter for me personally.